モリバーに会いに行きましょうか。それでは皆さん行きましょう。モリバーはこちらにいるようです。雨が止んでいますよ。森がこんなに明るく。大群ですね。ええ、まさに天然の宝石ですね。すごく綺麗だね。魚の群れですよ。あれはなんて生き物？星屑イクチス。それと刺身魚もいたね。星屑イクチスは群れを作って行動するんだよ。色がたくさん。食材が手に入る生物は地域で決まりがあり、ごく限られています。あの鳥はそれに該当しませんね。
食料はギルドからの物資で賄えているしね。
この地では許されたものだけを大切にいただきましょう。
あれよ。
改めて見ると本当に多様な森なんだね。分かっていたけど分かっていなかったよ。
水も今はすっかり澄んでいますね。こんなに急激に環境が変わるだなんてなかなか見られませんよ。
おや、ようこそモノモノ。
こんにちは。
先ほどの豪雨の時、先ほどの豪雨の時、
さあ、
目撃情報は
Rồi gió lút rồi mà. Vãi luôn chị mày.
この向こうに油の湧く地域があるんですね。
交易路として使っている道だ。安全は保証する。
その里との交易はもう長く？
知り得ないほどの古くから、王の時を経て産物を携え訪ねているんだ。もちろん 河の時に進むのは危険という面もあるが、私がこの役を受け継ぎそれなりに立つが、互いの暮らしぶりは変わりない。
Đừng quên mẹ lại rồi, cứ xong rồi.
Sато 里の人々から岩木谷と呼ばれている。
Oil well, Basi.
名の通り、時期によっては地から油が湧き、激しい炎がそれを燃やす。
炎と共に生きる土地なんですね。
熱に強い装備に見直すのもいいかもしれないな。
確かにそうだな。
落ちないよう気をつけろ。セクレトは滑空できるからそこは安心だよね。うわ、狭い。先ほどの橋と合わせれば森からの大型モンスターは近寄れないだろうな。
間もなくヒガマの里アズズだ。
いよいよですね。ああ、ものづくりの里。
3つの種族か。骨種族ってどんな素材で何を作っているんだろう。
見るべきものはあるのかね。
2人とも無礼にならないようにな。
着いたらオサたちに紹介しよう。硬くなる必要はない。気さくな方々だ。
はい、お願いします。アルマ、森人のことを聞いてみよう。そうだね。
よく来たな。ここはヒガマの里。
アルマたちはオサに話を聞きに行くのか。ハンターはどうする？
はじめまして。ナタです。
お久しぶりです、ヤブラン殿。
息災のよう
我々は彼。
だ。いや、いつだったか。そう、森もそう。
火走りの祭司。
だが、このとこ。
先ほどの少女はどこ。
いや、よく。
彼女はモンスター。
いかがでしょう。
いや、
お任せください。行ってきましょう。
準備ができたら声をかけてください。
何のモンスター素材だろう。
それではさはい向かい
あの子が行きそうな場所は？
黄金オイルが取れるモンスターの住処でしたね。ヤブランさんにおおよその場所を伺ってシルベムシに匂いを覚えさせました。骨種族のそばにある出口からが一番近いそうですよ。シルベムシを追いましょう。目的の場所に着くはずです。ヤブランさんのおっしゃるにあの辺りは非常に油が溜まりやすく足が取られ歩くことすら困難なのだとか。
分かった。用心しよう。
Ủa? Ôi. Tôi đâu? Where are you?
強い油の匂い。もしかしてここが採取したククロポルは沼地をから重粒子の毒性と爆破性のガスを体に溜めて噴出します。気をつけてください。
さあどうする？
お疲れ様です。マキさんを探しましょう。まだ近くにいるはずです。
どうして火走りが？これまで一度もなかった。
Cool, this where you train? Yeah. Place to be, huh? Because they're losers. But it's never going to go away. It doesn't matter if I beat this case 10 times in a row, they're going to say this forever. Yeah. There's no way of beating it.
So why do you think, do you think it's just a popularity contest, or there's like a deeper reason why they want you to look like a bad guy?
Well, the Matrix wanted me to look like a bad guy. That's why they started it. Why do people buy into the narratives? I think they're all...
But why do you think they wanted to do it? Because you were... Because from my perspective, what I could say is that from the outside looking at you before I ever met you or spoke to you, obviously there's a whole host of content where like you're saying sort of reckless shit,
yeah.
and everyone kind of they pick on you. Oh,
who didn't say Let me ask you, did you say reckless shit 12 years ago?
Of course. But no, so I'm not saying yeah. It's a bad thing. I'm saying there's things that they focus on, but the bulk of what I recognize from your content, what you would say is like empowering men in a way that hasn't been a thing for the last 10 years.
And that's what they're afraid of. So what they do is they want to attach my name to heinous allegations so that when people say my name, they don't discuss my ideas, they discuss the allegations.
Right.
When they say Andrew Tate, they say Andrew Tate accused of, instead of saying Andrew Tate who talks about, because they're afraid of my ideas. So it's just it's a bait and switch.
So do you think it's more about that they can use you for clicks and views on a platform, or is it more about the diminishment of that?
I think it's a combination of both. Like the amount of times I'm mentioned in articles that have fucking nothing to do with me, because if they don't put me in the headline, no one's gonna read it. They'll talk about something completely unrelated, and then they'll just have some tedious link, like to some city. Andrew once visited this city in Slovakia, so here's about this city in Slovakia, and I'm in the fucking headline. And I'm like, what the fuck? And the whole thing's about a city that I was
trying to promote the city.
Yeah, and I just drove through it once. It's all just fucking clickbait, and everyone's trying to get paid, and everyone's trying to make a whirlwind.
Oh, that's fact.
Not as easy as you. 100 kilo?
Like
100 kilo?
100 kilo, yeah. Yeah.
20 và 40, 80 cộng 2 thẻ.
Easy. Let's go. Oh, that's fast.
Not as easy as you. Not as easy as you.
So you like in LA or what?
Love the weather. It's a lot cleaner than I remember, actually. I remember having a lot more crackheads.
It depends. It depends where you go.
There was a lot more crackheads and homeless. I expected to see tents. They seem to be gone.
Yeah.
What happened? They all got set on fire?
Well, no, the Olympics are coming up, so they're like,
Oh, clean up the homeless?
They're cleaning it up. And then as soon as it's gone, it's fucking.
It's safe here, or is it dangerous?
It depends where you go. It's definitely LA.
Yeah.
It definitely depends where you are.
Yeah, for sure.
You saw he did an interview with Charlie Kirk?
Yeah.
Bro, that was hilarious. I want to do that so bad. It's funny watching him in long format where it's just, you like 5 minutes go by and you're like, oh, this just feels so disingenuous.
Yeah.
It's like you could feel it through the camera.
Well, he's trying to say the things he thinks his base wants to hear, but he also,
talking about the transgender thing.
but he also knows they're wrong, and he's trying to, like, you know, it's very difficult to march this line of trying to sound like a rational actor while also living in a complete fucking clown world.
Well, that's the whole. I mean, that's what happened to the Democrat Party, basically.
But they still seem to have some kind of support. They're marching around fucking begging Elon not to save them money. Who are these people? Who the fuck are these people?
People got so far believing in like that sort of mindset, or feel like they have to because it's what is normal to them. I think. Because that's the thing. Like, how many people, you know, RFK, Elon, Joe Rogan, all these people who had always kind of aligned with the Democratic Party, and they're like, well, I find myself being Republican not by decision, just excuse me. Yeah.
You gotta misbehave, increasing the power line capacity in Namibia and fucking Zanzibar. Because,
What, another 40 and 40.
Tucked up nice and fucking tight.
So it's like
tucked up nice and tight. You know what? What's great is I have no fucking clue what you're talking about. That shows how little chance I stand. I don't even know what that means. Two.
Come on. Hit it. Push.
Let's do with one plate each side.
Yeah. I'll do this and then we'll do that. Snapchat. So I will grab
Each perspectives and unique perspectives come.
Yeah. Just there's so much content. They just parrot other people's. Another conversation I have, like, open their mouth.
Dude. I don't think you ever, like, grow up.
That's not so fucking weird, is it? And your punches are slow.
15 years ago.
A bunch of chicks were like,
Yeah. Why would they give a shit? Set his dog on fire.
what is
Caffeine, nicotine, I eat once a day, that's about it.
Holy shit.
That's it.
It's so funny. Just make me a cuck right now? What's going on here? Normally it's me.
How are you letting this happen in your own gym right now, bro?
Oh, it's all good. You spent so much time in Romania.
Hey, you might as well, hey, take off the hat. Just take off the hat, maybe it'll work. Take off the hat.
So there's one thing, obviously when you do the pod, I do look forward to doing it.
Yeah.
But your father passed away, how many years ago?
Hey,
What do you think the one thing that you've done that he'd be most proud of? That was a question I saw on Twitter and I liked it the most.
no, he in so many ways prepared me for the life I was going to live before he knew I was going to live it. And he warned me about a lot of the things that I'm actually going through right now. So I think he'd just be proud of me for facing them with absolute bravery. Like, I don't expect my enemies to ever have mercy or pity on me ever. I don't expect the law to be fair. I don't expect a judge to be fair. I don't expect a prosecutor to have a conscience. I don't expect the people who
75%
dislike me to want me to have
CPU,
a
man.
nice life or due process. I understand the reality of the world is a
God,
whole bunch of
man.
people who are pieces of shit, who are going to try their very best to destroy me. And what they want most is for me to say sorry or beg for mercy, and I never fucking will. I will never say sorry for anything I've done. I will never ask for fucking mercy or pity or court or ever. Destroy me if you can, and I'm gonna laugh and smile the whole fucking way. That's it. It's the bottom line.
You think he'd be most, seeing you live that?
You'd see me never bend and break. The whole point of this whole exercise against me wasn't to put me in jail for life because I've done nothing. It was to make me say sorry. It was to make me stand up and show that masculinity or whatever I'm preaching, the ideals are not more powerful than the system. To stand up and say the system got me, I'm sorry, I regret those things I said. That's all they wanted. because then there's no Tough G anymore. Then the whole threat's gone. And I never said sorry. And I never fucking will. And that's what they can't stand, because I will never say sorry, ever, for anything I have ever said, ever. Ever.
I love it. Respect.
Been fun, G.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, really.
Been fun. He's strong as fuck. He's strong as fuck.
Thank you,
Jesus.
thank you.
Jesus.
Next time you get me, we'll do a more conditioning thing.
Cool. Cool.
And then pod when you come back for real.
Yeah.
Because I said that, and everyone's gonna be like, when is that shit dropping?
No. I've just done a few in Vegas. They're better when they're a bit spaced out, so 100%.
I get it. Appreciate you, brother. I'll walk you out. Yeah.
Four plates, 20 kg, 4 plates, it's 80. Jesus, that's 160 plus 20, 180. Ugh, brother, Jeez, okay.
So I am hosting Spring Break in Panama City Beach, Florida this weekend. That being said, I feel necessary to show y'all the last time I was in PCB for Spring Break. This is 10 years ago. Lost my dark chocolate card. Twice. Anywho, I'm coming back, baby. So I am hosting Spring Break.
Let me think.
Do you want to wear headphones or no?
Oh yeah, you want to put them on? I didn't see you had yours on.
I feel like I'm alone here in headphone land.
Yeah, it is weird, huh?
Now you're back.
It's like when you put a...
Are you familiar with prismatic evolutions?
You mean the one that we waited in line for like 45 minutes in Japan, and then when we got in there we weren't able to get the cards because we didn't have a ticket, and then we continued to walk all around Tokyo trying to find these cards, and it took us days, and then finally randomly in a train station we found them?
No, it's not those. Are you familiar with prismatic?
I've heard stories, you know, Kevin ate fish and only fish for like months on end. I've heard Kevin sleeps on the floor because it's harder and he likes to suffer.
Yeah, it's true. I didn't put any season on my food. Fish, rice, and broccoli, 12 weeks. I wasn't into red meat. I would do an hour cardio in the morning, hour cardio at night. I had to stop eating my meals at 7 o'clock at night. I started throwing in turkey burgers every now and then, but when I got 6 weeks out from the show, it was strictly fish, rice, and broccoli. There was moments where I would take rice and roll it up into the fish, and I would just eat that for like 2 weeks, 0 carbs for 2 weeks. Already being in shape and having my body fat below 3%. I didn't want to sleep in my bed. I didn't want to be around anything that was comfortable. I would just experiment and do this stuff for the psyche, for the mindset.
I've heard stories, Kevin ate fish and only...
Sir, we need you to come on down.
Oh, hi. Hi, thanks for coming.
Yeah, hi. All right, come on, let's go.
Right, I can do that.
All right, sir. The sheriff have already been alerted.
What? Why? Oh, no, wait, you think I'm breaking in? I'm not.
You're trespassing. You're trying to pry open a window.
To check on Estelle. Sorry. I'm Finn. I live down the block. I called 911.
Okay, so if you weren't trying to break in, then what were you doing up there?
I didn't know how long it would take for you guys to get here, and with Estelle being stuck inside,
Wait, so are you sure she's inside?
Estelle doesn't go out, ever. She gets everything delivered. Look, based on that pile, she hasn't been out in 3 days. I called, she didn't answer. I looked at the downstairs window, nothing. I called you guys. Then I got the idea to look upstairs instead of just waiting.
You were worried. You took action. I get it.
Thanks.
Hey, Cap. Nobody's answering the door. Can't see through the windows.
Still, we're firefighters. We're here to help.
Sir, we need you to come on down.
This is the biggest exercise scientist on YouTube. Let's see how much he actually knows about fitness. For every question he gets wrong, I'm gonna add a plate. Start easy. Which is more important for fat loss, carb intake or a caloric deficit?
The caloric deficit.
Can new lifters build muscle and lose fat at the same time?
Yes.
Name one muscle that's highly active on this exercise.
The rhomboids.
Nice. What is the scientific term for the positive on a lift?
Concentric.
What muscle is this? The arrow is pointing.
The spinal erectors.
Nice. What is the quad exercise shown here?
I'm not sure.
That is a reverse Nordic. What is the body's primary energy source during low-intensity cardio?
Fat.
Yeah. Am I doing a lengthened partial or a shortened partial here?
Lengthened.
What is the protein kinase, also known as the mammalian target of rapamycin, that is activated by weight training and the amino acid leucine?
P70S6K mTOR complex.
mTOR. I didn't know your stuff. Good job. This is the biggest exercise scientist on YouTube.
her unfaithful wives.
But if she's innocent,
Her husband will succeed. The braids will be cut.
supposing he misses the braids and hits her.
Or that she's guilty.
What happens if he misses both the girl and the braids?
3 misses and we drown him.
It's that thing I think.
Alright. Wang. Japanese ninja. Whoa, man. Whoa, man. Whoa.
Watch Eddie.
Are you okay? Do you need something?
Pre-salted, 2 with mustard.
Excuse me, sir. Can I help you? You look lost.
I am, metaphysically, but aren't we all just a little?
See some ID.
George Murphy, the senior VP at Fine and Clean. We sell shower curtains, curtain rods, liners, the occasional soap dish.
What are you looking at?
Is there a problem, officer?
Turn around. Hands on the cart.
You don't want me to do that. This is my good side.
1085. Officer needs assistance.
Assistance with what? Deciding whether to go salted or unsalted?
I'm not gonna ask you again.
Fine, salted. Just don't blame me for the aneurysm.
Hands on the cart.
Isn't this exactly the kind of harassment that makes people hate the police?
Are you carrying a weapon?
And here I was hoping to surprise you.
Mr. Murphy, tell me, what's a curtain rod salesman doing carrying a loaded handgun?
Curtain rod salesman. Shower curtains, mildew-resistant fabrics.
Baldwin, do you have any idea who this guy is? No, he's a wise ass.
Wise ass? That's who you think? This is the most wanted man in America. Pre-salted, 2 with mustard.
Excuse me, sir. Can I help you? You look lost.
I am, metaphysically, but aren't we all just a little?
Let me see some ID.
George Murphy, the senior VP at Fine and Clean. We sell shower curtains, curtain rods, liners, the occasional soap dish.
What are you looking at?
Is there a problem, officer?
Turn around. Hands on the cart.
You don't want me to do that. This is my good side.
1085. Officer needs assistance.
Assistance with what? Deciding whether to go salted or unsalted?
I'm not gonna ask you again.
Fine, salted. Just don't blame me.
恐れ入ります。
そうともこうのと
Bro, come on. We had this before.
Oh god, it's so fucking sad.
見ろ。で、そかけた子も
何か。
直してみるか。
え？佐藤さん。
どうした？
戻ってください。突然砂嵐が迫ってきて。
バカな。早すぎる。
みんな混乱しています。族長も。
無礼をすまない。ここで失礼する。
いいから。
早く行ってやりな。
皆さん、急いで準備です。急ぎましょう。クナファ村へ。物資補給などの準備は万全ですか？皆さん、行きますよ。
the insect glaive takes to the sky once more with the return of Vaulting Dance. Combo into a variety of aerial actions after vaulting, with attack power increasing by 2 levels each time you vault. So for those of you who enjoy bringing 0 value to the hunt and helicoptering around the entire time, you're in luck. They've also added an offset attack at the beginning of the charged up descending slash, which I'm not really sure it needed, to be honest, but there we go. Orange extract effect now also negates knockback while weapon is drawn. Red plus white plus orange extract effect now also mitigates wind pressure, tremors, and roars. Seemingly no adjustments to how you actually execute descending thrust, which I know is a little bit finicky with holding down the charger. It did trip a lot of people up, myself included, but after a bit of practice I did get to grips with it as well. So perhaps not all of the changes that people were hoping for, but some pretty damn chonky ones. Check out the full roundup of updates and weapon
どうか風の心のままに。ありがとう。よし、風吹き山に向かう。
城豪雨の時に現れた。もしかしたら砂嵐なの。今はこの糸をたどりましょう。それしか道はありません。見えた。
なんだか様子がおかしいね。一緒になって逃げている。これって
風と雷が。みんな気をつけて。
迷ったら地図を見て。ここだ。あの鳥ひどく怒っている。
いよいよ風吹山の中心です。
この地の頂点だよ。
危険すぎる。少し離れよう。
様子を見た方がいいね。
なんだ？
ダメだ。
なんであんな目にあったの？僕たち何か悪いことをしたのかな？
mãi không được kìa. Thật cú nữa hả?
追加の支給品だ。セクレットポーチに入れておくよ。
分かった。雷で活性化している。このまま罠にできそう。
隊長、ダウンしました。
お見事だね。とてつもないモンスターだった。じゃあみんなと合流しようか。簡易キャンプにいるよ。
落ち着いています。
どうなってんの？
Oh my god. What the fuck was that?
Oh my god. You know when you're... Why did you ask me if I'm single? Are you single? What is your name? You listen, I'm not the guy for you. Trust me. I'm just being honest, you know? Okay, and as soon as I reject her, then she's like, you're not my type. No, the reason I'm telling you this, I think you're... Listen to me. Calm down. This is not Jerry Springer show, okay? Listen to me. I said, I'm not the guy for you. I didn't say, you're beautiful, you're amazing. The reason I said that, you live here, yeah, and I'm way too cool to move to Salt Lake City, you understand? I'm being honest. I'm being fucking honest. It's not gonna happen. You're so beautiful, you're so sweet. You can move to me? You're not my type. Oh my god. You know when you're... Why did you ask me if I'm...
Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Is he dead? I can't throw it. Fuck. Hello. Can't throw it. God damn it. Oh, hell yeah. Where the fucking thing at? Oh. Azus.
Hello and welcome back to Rage Gaming.
Hell yeah.
Hello and welcome back to Rage Gaming. How the current which was for beta 1 right now, and then for beta 2 Chained Arkveld. The current highest tier monster of the release version of the game is the tempered version of Arkveld. So that's of course
what the fuck?
Gauging things by today.
Oh, what the fuck?
The fastest confirmed runs that I've been able to compile from the wilds. But there's some important context correctly in this and Roar Attack 2, which is obviously amazing for speedrunners. But it also does something else. It causes bonus damage tied to certain attacks, which is why it might look like there's extra hits on a variety of attacks in the runs today. This is essentially the corrupted mantle version of all weapons and their rankings because of that.
Wait, where's Azus? Azus? Oh no, I mean... let's go here first. Smithu. Where are you?
Everyone's running it for that purpose. We'll see if they do anything with the mantle in the coming days of Wilds, but the other side of this is even more important. Josh.
Hola. Smithy, Gemma. Oh my god, she ugly. Yeah. Oh my god. Jeez. Hideous. Come on.
少しだけ休みましょうか。
あんた誰だっけ？今忙しいんだが。
God damn, 75, 80%.
という感じで。
こっちはまあ検証中だ。言えることは
Bush
特
made
に
sure
な
that
い
it
な。
didn't include any runs or organize this
それより、
list
ほら、
by runs that are using the
あんた方に
skill
お客さんが。
heroics as a key aspect of
おい、
this. There absolutely
地下道
are
を探
runs
してい
for
るん
say
だって。
bow and gunlance out there right
ヤブランさんから聞いた
now
よ。
that will be faster than the ones we
それっ
highlight
て
today.
仮想
Heroics
にある
is often
大
a
地の
banned
背
skill
骨
in the TA wiki
よければ
speedruns,
案内
as
するけ
Josh
ど
was telling me.
ど
For example, you know, Greatsword would have the best time we could find today if we were allowing that skill,
ぜ
as
ひ
it
お
has
願
an
いしたい。
insane 1 minute and
みんな、
40 seconds
セクレト
clear
へ。
using it. But much like bow, it drops down in its best
Oh.
clear times by an important amount without it. And we're avoiding that in the context of this video because
Whoa.
what we're doing here is gauging how powerful
Whoa.
weapons are compared to one another.
Damn.
We're trying to keep all
I
of the runs
like
consistent to
俺
fail.
たちが仮想と言われる深さに例の場所があるんだよ。そこまで採掘に行くこともある。
Holy fuck.
めったには行かないけど。何しろ仮想はガス、溶岩、モンスター。何かあっても簡単には助けを呼べない。
Oh,
危
there you
険
go.
なのですね。
Up.
それなのにご案内いただき感謝いたします。
いや、ヤブランさんが一人で里中を訪ねて歩いてるさ。世話になったお客人の力になりたいって。だから名乗りを上げたって次第だよ。
そっか、親方さん。
おっと、あれに乗らないとな。
これで仮装に。
そう。
便利だね。
Thì bây giờ GPU chỉ 96%.
その大地の背骨はどこに続いているのですか？
谷から見て東に切り立った断崖がある。そっちに乗って。あんなでかい崖には近寄りたくもないよ。帰れる保証のない穴を進むなと言われているし。
断崖に向かって。ナタ。
ここだよ。
Sao ạ?
Barely gauge the weapons against one another. So with that context, let's begin with 14th place. 14th place goes to Hunting Horn with a 4 minute and 27 second clear, which is interesting because the rest of the groupings, the timings, they're going to get tighter as we go. But Hunting Horn is essentially behind, at least right now. This run was quite a few days back now, and I do think there's going to be some relevant interest in pushing Hunting Horn as far as it can. So I don't think this is the highest potential of the weapon at this moment. And I remember this in relation to what they did to the launch version of Hunting Horn. They made it so the melody buffs you get are more potent in the launch version if you hold the Hunting Horn, if it's your main weapon. But another way I think this could be impacted by this is the whole corrupted mantle thing. Weapons that are making them...
落ちね
え。どうでしょう。ひとまず地上に出て状況を把握しませんか？ここはさて。
それが良さそうだな。迂回して確認しよう。
ごめんなさい。
何謝ってんの。ほら、行こう。 は聞こえません。え、聞こえるような、聞こえないような。
นี่นี่ด้วย
ネルスキラだ。あれは
ああ、新たな死が来たか。それとも救いか。いっそどちらが選ばれるか運命に任せてみるか。
ダメだよ。いや、救いでしょ。これは正当な救助依頼です。
Oh, come on. We have to fight this? We do have to fight this. Oh my god. Sorry. Leave me alone. Where? Oh. What the fuck?
持ちこたえろ
Oh
ーの救助を。
なるほど。私はルローの。
はじめまして、アルマと申します。
無論気の向くまま私の元を訪れるという。
準備は大事ですからね。
気は向いたか。案内するか。では行こう。いざある神へ。こんな場所で迷子とは毛皮なしでは寒かったろう。
大変な寒さですね。砂嵐や集中豪雨に匹敵するのではないでしょうか。この寒さが和らぐ時期はある？
いや、ずっと続いている。数年前から晴れ間が見えることはない。
こんなのがずっと？やっぱり変だよ。砂嵐は急に来るし、火走りは来ないし、何かが少しずつ歪んでるみたいだ。ここって多分砂鉄さんが言っていた断崖だよね。そうですね。少なくとも断崖と認識されているのだと思います。ルローの故郷
きっと心配し
知らなかった。
まだ孤独に耐え。今平飲みが落ち着くのを待とう。
どうされました？ちょっとは休めた？ハンター、その子が
あの少女が気になる。
昔でも村を出るとき、次はお前。
一つ聞きたい。ファビウス教からこの隊に自分。
座って休みませんか？みんな、大地の背骨はこの剣。私もそう感じます。双方の様式に類似する点があるんです。今までで分かったことは3つ。こうしちゃおけない。一度アスズに戻ろう。そうですね。平場にいたでしょうか。
よし、急ごう。
Hirabami. Where? Gosh, that's so bad.
Most out of that extra damage proc are basically getting the fastest times. Maybe it's the case the Hunting On isn't able to trigger that as consistently, but above that at 13 we have Hammer with a 3-minute and 45-second clear. This one is obviously noticeably faster, 45 seconds or so faster than the Hunting Horn, but again, it's noticeably behind everything else as we're going to go. With the Corrupted Mantle in mind, it could also be that it's not able to trigger that effect nearly as consistently or combos. It's triple trust that. Oh, with a 3-minute and 4-second clear. Now, technically, if we're allowing heroics, this drastically changes. With heroics, the top clear I can find right now is 2 minutes and 5 seconds. A whole minute shaved off the timer, making it one of the best weapons, by the way. Bow is interesting. It gets the discerning dodge evade, helping it with stamina, and giving it a very forgiving...
丈夫ですか？必要なものがあれば補充していってくださいね。
安全は確保した。ナタを連れて戻ろう。
ナタは落ち着いて眠りました。しばらく様子を見ましょう。よかった。
Oh.
じゃ。
Scheiße. What's up? What's good, poppin'? What's poppin'? Good looking? Hey. Say something, bitch. Damn, you're tall. Damn, you're tall. Not that tall. Say something! Hey! Jesus Christ.
Iframe option while being able to play as a ranged weapon. Using heroics has you play at low health, obviously, which is a huge risk because if you get hit by anything, you're gonna die. So I do think it kind of leans nicely into the heroics concept. You have more forgiving nature about it. But looking at the true power of the weapon without that, 12th place is interesting to see when we think about how insanely high it was performing in the betas with the top weapon in both cases. Then we had the launch version where they really tweaked the numbers, nerfing the output of the tracer arrow and how quick you fast aim with the focus mode aiming. They did both normal shots, but it seems like this is a telling result of that tracer arrow nerf. Next up at 11th place, we have Dual Blades, which was kind of around here in the beta as well. With a 2-minute and 47-second clear, Dual Blades is by no means doing bad. Under 3 minutes for Tempered Arcveld is insane. It's also going to make great use of the Corrupted Mantle because, say, your usual fishing combo to build gauge, the triple triangle, that's going to be proccing a ton of the Corrupted Mantle, and so we're seeing a lot of that. It's by no means a bad DPS combo, but it's also still not their optimal or best one. And there's another aspect of this to consider. It's the whole element detail of it. Arkveld has really bad element hit zones. Even for the best option for element that you might have, you're not going to get a lot of value out of those elemental hits. And then in this context, it's just not that amazing. So I think those components are maybe what's holding it back in this context. At 10th place though, we have Light Bowgun with a 2 minute and 45 second clear. Like I said, these timings are going to get a lot tighter now. Only 2 seconds faster than Dual Blades right now, so they could easily overtake each other. This is really satisfying to watch though. Just absolutely smashing the target with these multi-procs. It's funny gameplay though, that dash shot, dash shot, dash shot, resetting the kind of windows, trying to bypass any animation locks. This is kind of what I was imagining when I was thinking of looking at true Light Bowgun speedruns. So while it's not, say, at the higher end of the weapons, I do think this is performing really well. Much like Heavy Bowgun, which is at 9th place, with 1 second faster on its current top clear. 2 minutes and 44 seconds. That is close. This was the setup using the Wyvern Heart, which is basically, you know, the machine gun style of the ignition mode, which is the same as what we had with the Hope weapons in the betas. But outside of that, we're seeing this piercing shot going through over and over, triggering all of these multi-procs, just like what we're seeing with, say, Light Bowgun, but the numbers are a bit bigger here. Obviously, between the two, it's very close, so I'll be interested to see who comes out on top as more and more speedruns happen now. But next, what I'm really excited to talk to you about is Switch Axe. This is a 2 minute and 36 second clear at 8th place. I'm really happy to see this because Switch Axe had a miserable showing in the betas, especially beta 2 against Arkveld with the really awkward nature of full release. It is one of the most buff weapons from beta to launch, and this is really showing in these runs now. Full release spam as aggressively as you possibly can go, even to the point where as quickly stuff even if it's minimum and 24 second clear, with 76 milliseconds after that, and I'll reference that fact with the next weapon in a moment. Gunlance is actually much higher than this, arguably 2nd place if you allowed heroics. There's a current run with heroics that was done in 1 minute heroics to go to watch. Essentially, using Corrupted Mantle, you're able to get those extra procs on quite a few of your triangle attacks. But obviously, you're going to still go for the charge chop every now and then. The shield from that saw some of the biggest changes from beta to the launch version. And something that they were really highlighting in that change is how they wanted to encourage us to respond to the monster. Take a hit and basically counter it or respond even harder than that monster. If it hit you harder, then you get to respond harder. But is that how it turned out with this speedrunner's gameplay? Well, of course they're using the Corrupted Mantle to maximize those extra damage procs and just absolutely poke spam into the optimal hit zones. But kind of like what we just saw with the Sword and Shield, every time the monster goes for an attack, that results in a quick guard, a perfect guard, and then straight back to DPS. And while this speedrunner is making use of power guards occasionally against certain attacks, most of the pokes, permanent oppressive place at this is 4th place with a 2 minute and 6 second clear. And this is still a very impressive clear, very impressive run, awesome to see. The heroics version by comparison is a 1 across the board. What's interesting about the Corrupted Mantle stuff for a greatsword is the true chat during a speed run. Pretty cool. Next up, we need to talk about Longsword, and we're going to need to mention the milliseconds again. You're seeing pretty area at the moment. Now, I'm very excited to say for 2nd place, just ahead of that Longsword run, is a 1 minute and 57 second time clear with 5 milliseconds at the end of that for Insectglaive. So essentially, there's nothing between them. Easily a Longsword run could overtake it. You know, it's that close. Still, I'm really happy to see Insectglaive do so well at launch. Obviously, it had a lot of troubles community-wise through the betas with the lack of the bounce and people missing that. The new way that you're able to charge with circle and then people complaining about the claw grip that causes. Ultimately, we're still performing well in the beta versions. And, you know, go figure, this speedrunner's not doing a lot of the vaulting dance bounce. But considering the ups and downs the community's felt about this new version of Insectglaive, I'm really happy to see that it's doing so well at its optimal level. Obviously, it's getting a ton of value out of the Corrupted Mantle with the triangle spam, and you've got that new offset attached to the descending attack, where you're emptying out all of your essence for that big super move where you put yourself in the air. This player is just like absolutely spamming the hell out of this monster, opening wounds, and then saving them to fully recover the essence, refilling the Kinsect, and going straight back into that max DPS loop. This is absolute destruction, so it's awesome to watch. But you know, very awesome Charge Blade with a 1 minute and 55 second clear and 13 milliseconds if you're interested. The maximizing gameplay of this is of course all around power axe mode using the chainsaw. It's so effective and so fun. The optimal DPS that you can do is by doing the ED1 ED2 combo, then interrupting it with a triangle kind of reset, then going back into that combo again. What you're seeing this player do though is go into the amped element discharge and of course the follow-up attack at the end of that occasionally at specific times. It seems to have great KO potential behind it, so occasionally he's actually going for the full combo to land it on the head for a knockdown. That's really clever tech. Otherwise, repeating that max ED1, ED2 combo reset to absolutely spam the maximum DPS while he's free to. Also, getting the benefits of paralysis here, of course, is going to be really nice since the element hit zones aren't amazing. This run is ultimately just smacking Arkveld while he's against a wall, absolute destruction, and has led to the top clear with no heroics at the moment. Very impressive stuff. But yeah, there you have it. That's my overview of the weapons with their current best clears without heroics. We think this list is going to be a solid representation of their power rankings compared to one another, and I think it tells a pretty positive story. All of the weapons are clearing the hardest monster in the game very fast as one thing,